Friends, initially we will discuss why Raspberry requires static IP address. You need to know that all devices connected to your Wi-Fi router will have dynamic IP address. It means that the IP address of all these devices continuously changes when these devices are being rebooted. But for certain applications such as a remote control of Raspberry Pi, it becomes very difficult to trace a Raspberry Pi IP address because it's continuously changing. Therefore, by assigning the static IP address to the Raspberry Pi, its IP address will always remain constant and will not change whenever Raspberry Pi reboots. Especially for Internet of Things application, when Raspberry Pi has to receive information from sensors, it is better that static IP address be assigned to Raspberry Pi. Next, to make Raspberry Pi work as a headless computer, assigning static IP address is a very good thing. What is the meaning of headless computer? Headless computer means Raspberry Pi, you can operate the Raspberry Pi without a keyboard or mouse. So that is called headless computer. So next slide. Next we'll discuss about what is the meaning of Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol is actually a set of rules by which data is sent from one computer to another computer on the internet, or it may be even the smartphones. So these are actually the set of rules. So how data is to be sent through the internet. Next, Internet Protocol address. Actually, each device connected to the internet, such as smart mobiles, laptops, computers, are assigned a unique address called the IP address. So this IP address will help the data from the server to reach the correct computer or the correct smartphone. So to find the IP address of the Raspbian desktop, you have to type ipconfig in the terminal of Raspbian desktop to determine IP address of the Raspberry Pi. As I said earlier, that Raspberry Pi IP address also keeps continuously changing. So you need to know initially what is the current IP address of Raspberry Pi. So you have to type ipconfig in the terminal of Raspbian desktop to determine its current IP address. Next, we'll learn what is the meaning of dynamic IP address. The IP address is continuously changing. Whenever a computer system or Raspberry Pi reboots, is called dynamic IP address. Now currently, all the devices connected to the router are actually having dynamic IP address. And the routers act as DHCP servers, means Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol servers, to assign variable IP address using DHCP protocol. It means that the router is going to give you variable IP address, that is different IP address to different devices using DHCP protocol. So now in order to change the dynamic IP address to static IP address, you need to change the configuration or the settings of DHCP, that is Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol server. Next, what is the meaning of static IP address? So IP address will not change if a computer system or Raspberry Pi reboots. So it's going to be it will remain constant. Next, what is the meaning of default gateway? Default gateway is actually the local IP address of the router, and it will remain constant. It will never change. Default gateway will remain constant for all the devices connected to the router. So to know your default gateway, you have to type ipconfig in the command prompt to find the default gateway. And all devices connected to the router will have the same gateway. Next, you need to know, very important, what is the meaning of domain name. Since it's difficult to type IP address to visit various websites, domain names were developed. Examples, Microsoft.com or Google.com. So we cannot type every time the IP address, the string of numbers. It's very difficult to remember. Whereas the domain names you can easily remember. So that is the reason they have created this domain names. Next, you need to understand what is the meaning of domain name server. This DNS server converts domain names into IP address. So normally we'll type in the browser Google. When you type in the browser Google, it is a domain name. It's converted into IP address using DNS server. And common Google DNS servers are 8.8.8 or 8.8.4,4. So you will have seen this type of DNS servers in all your computers. So most of the DNS servers are Google DNS servers, and their configuration are 8.8.8 or 8.8.4.4. Next, you need to understand what is the meaning of Nano Text Editor. Basically, text editors are programs for editing text files. Now, we need to edit the DHCP settings because we want to make from dynamic IP address to static IP address. So we need to change the settings of DHCP. For that, we use the Nano Text Editor. And this is commonly used for Linux system. Even Raspberry Pi is also one of the Linux systems. Next, you need to understand a little bit information regarding the Python. Python is actually the official programming language for Raspberry Pi. And Python is highly recommended programming language for people who are new to coding. It's very simple to understand. Next, you need to understand what is this command sudo. Sudo full form is super user do. It is actually the equivalent of run as an administrator option in Windows. If you want to change the settings of a system, then we will use the sudo command. So the main command will prefix with sudo. The option of sudo will have multiple administrators. Means multiple people can change the system settings by prefixing sudo. So in front of any command, if you prefix sudo, you will be able to change the system settings. Next, so this is the command which we are going to type in the terminal of Raspberry Pi to change the dynamic IP address to the static IP address. So see the command sudo space nano space /etc space dhcpcd.conf. Since we are changing Pi configuration settings, sudo is used. To edit this DHCP settings, we are using Nano Text Editor. And normally all the configuration files, that is CONF files, are present in the etc directory. That's why we have mentioned etc. So you need to understand this command. So why we have used sudo? We have used sudo because we are changing the settings. We are changing the Raspberry Pi settings. And nano is actually text editor. Then we have placed /etc because etc is actually directory. All the configuration files will normally be present in the etc directory. That's why we have typed etc. Next we have typed dhcpcd. So this is the main file where we are going to change the settings, and we are going to change the dynamic IP address to static IP address. Next, what you are going to type in the Nano Text Editor. So in the Nano Text Editor, you are going to type interface, then you will type the type of connection. In our case, my system was connected to Wi-Fi. That's why I have to type WLAN 0. Next, static IP address. So this IP address, you have to give anything between 10.0.0.1 to 10.0.0.254. Since my default gateway address was 10.0.0.1, I can give any address between 10.0.0.1 to 10.0.0.254, and I have selected 10.0.0.8. So whenever Raspberry Pi reboots, it will have a permanent IP address, that is 10.0.0.8. Next, static routers. Under static routers, you type the default gateway address. Next, static domain server. Take the default Google domain server 8.8.8. Next, once again we'll just revise all the steps for creating static IP address to the Raspberry Pi. So first step is open the terminal of Raspberry Pi from the Raspbian desktop. Next, note down the IP address. So how do you note down the IP address? As I told you, you have to type if config. You have to type if config if in the terminal of Raspberry Pi desktop, then you will get the IP address. Next, note down default gateway address. So default gateway address you can note down from Windows 7 itself. So in the Windows 7, type cmd, that is a command prompt. In the command prompt, enter if config, IP config. In the command prompt, enter IP config. Then you will get the default gateway, which you have to note down. Next, open the DHCP configuration file using Nano Text Editor. So you're going to open the file and then we will edit the DHCP settings and we will assign a static IP address, and then you have to reboot the Raspberry Pi. After rebooting the Raspberry Pi, again you have to type the ifconfig command in the terminal and you have to check whether the static IP address has been assigned or not. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our video. Hit the like button if you like our videos, and also to keep yourself updated with our channel, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to keep yourself notified with our latest videos.